Welcome to New Sky TV. It's blown up. The entire internet is in an uproar. Zhai Yiying's The Palace Walls, A Promise of Love has become a sensation even before its release, potentially jeopardizing Wang Haozhen's White Moonlight status. A thunderbolt from the entertainment industry has caught everyone off guard. It's not a top star's official announcement, nor a scandalous breakup, but a recently wrapped, little-known short drama, The Palace Walls, A Promise of Love. Its completion isn't the end, but the beginning of a storm sweeping the entire internet. The trending topics list was instantly flooded with hashtags like Zhai Yiying, The Palace Walls, A Promise of Love, Fake Eunuch, Black Lotus, and Zhang Yiying's Killer Gaze, which spread like wildfire, dominating the top spots at an alarming speed. The words explode, explode, explode are staggering. This isn't just being popular before airing, it's exploding before airing. On the official Weibo account, anticipation wasn't just being raised, but being directly exploded to the heavens by the frenzied netizens and a deluge of behind-the-scenes leaks. At its core, the eye of this terrifyingly popular storm points to two key elements: a subversive and extreme premise, and a brand new couple with explosive chemistry. Every step ticks right into the audience's most fervent nerves. This is no ordinary historical romance. It tells the story of two souls who have crawled back from hell, stained with blood and secrets, engaging in a thrilling, two-way hunt and redemption within the cannibalistic palace walls. The female lead, Su Langren, is no saint. She is a Black Lotus, poisoned yet sweet, reborn, scheming and calculating. Her smile is radiant as a white silk ribbon already clutched in her hand to strangle her enemies. The male lead, Suzin, is even more formidable, ostensibly a humble and beautiful eunuch, but in reality, a cunning and ruthless fake eunuch. When the Black Lotus's flames of revenge collide with the fake eunuch's unfathomable depths, every glance, every touch of the fingertips, is not tenderness, but a clash of tests, calculations, and deadly attraction. This isn't just sweet talk, it's like sprinkling arsenic-laced sugar coated in shards of glass, dangerous yet irresistibly alluring. And what ignited this extreme premise into a spectacular display was the phenomenal combination of Zhai Yiying and Zhang Yiying, a truly explosive pairing. It must be admitted that Zhai Yiying's transformation this time was stunning. She completely shed her past labels, perfectly portraying Su Langren's seemingly innocent yet cold-blooded Black Lotus nature. A single glance, innocent as a deer, a faint smile, yet chilling to the bone. The biggest surprise and controversy, however, came from the male lead, Zhang Yiying. His portrayal of the eunuch Suzin, from the very first reveal, ignited a frenzy of online discussion with his striking appearance and captivating gaze. It wasn't effeminate, but a breathtakingly handsome and sinister beauty that transcended gender. A pale face, crimson lips, and especially those eyes, seemingly submissive and lowered, yet occasionally glancing up, they resembled molten lava surging beneath millennia-old ice, deep, obsessive, and filled with a desire for control. His scenes with Zhai Yiying, captured by netizens, flowed with a suffocating tension and unspoken understanding. No words were needed, their eye contact conveyed a cacophony of tension and unspoken emotions. That palpable ambiguity and tug-of-war had countless viewers screaming and clutching their hearts in front of their screens, exclaiming, "This sexual tension is incredible. I'm totally obsessed." It was this explosive chemistry that inevitably thrust a former co-star into the spotlight for comparison, Wang Haozhen. Wang Haozhen, the young actor who once partnered with Zhai Yiying and was deeply ingrained in the public's mind as a gentle and refined white moonlight figure, presented a style almost diametrically opposed to Zhang Yiying's. Wang Haozhen was a gentle breeze and a bright moon, a warm protector, while Zhang Yiying's Suzin was a phantom of the night, a dangerous temptation. This difference was magnified infinitely by the fervent fans of the new CP couple pairing. Comments like, "Wang Haozhen is good, but he seems to lack something," and "only a captivatingly eccentric beauty like Zhang Yiying is worthy of the Black Lotus's chess game," abounded. An implicit comparison and heated discussion about who is a better match for Zhai Yiying quietly spread, even sparking a sharp debate about whether Wang Haozhen's warm-hearted man style is outdated. This undoubtedly added fuel to the already popular drama, making it even more controversial and topical. The Palace Walls promise a good man is no longer just an unreleased drama. It's a nationwide frenzy ignited by extreme character designs, dangerous relationships, and explosive chemistry between the new CP. It precisely targets the current audience's ultimate desire for intense rivalry, high intelligence, and ambiguous entanglements. The palace walls cannot contain the impending eruption of passion and turmoil. Zhai Yiying and Zhang Haozhen, even before their release, have already stirred up a storm. Will this fire truly burn the heavens and create another phenomenal blockbuster? Everyone is holding their breath, waiting for the curtain to rise and see how this deadly game between the Black Lotus and the fake eunuch will captivate the world. However, this path of revenge is fraught with peril at every step. Imagine Su Liangren's past life, a helpless palace maid who tasted the bitterness of life, walking a perilous path, struggling to climb to the most prestigious throne for women, the Phoenix Throne, by sheer willpower and a bit of luck. But the throne was not the end, but a more magnificent golden cage. Her sincerity was misplaced, her trust collapsed, and she was ultimately betrayed by her closest confidants, falling from the clouds into the mire, dying with resentment. The comments section was filled with sighs of so tragic, her fate was so cruel, weren't they also tears for the honey-laced knife in her past life? But this is only the beginning of the real show. Reborn, she is no longer the naive and fragile fledgling. Her soul has been tempered in the fires of hell. With a flick of her eye, her former innocence has vanished, replaced by the cold, calculating nature of a Black Lotus. Treading on the blood and tears of her past, every step she takes is composed yet conceals deadly intent. A smile shown to her enemies might become a death warrant in the next second. A casual move might become the key to a catastrophic defeat months later. She moves among the red walls and green tiles, outwardly a gentle and submissive beauty, but secretly weaving a vast and intricate web. This dramatic transformation from a vulnerable soft target to a vengeful queen wielding power makes the audience's hearts skip a beat with every slight smile. Who will she accidentally fall into the abyss next? The costumes and props are a visual nuclear explosion. As more scenes from the palace walls, Su Liangren were released, viewers were astonished to discover that this was no short drama, it was a cinematic visual feast. Every frame exuded genuine expense and dedication, with no trace of perfunctory work, piercing the ceiling of quality. Zhai Yiying's styling was a performance art of sweet sharpness. Her character, Su Liangren, wore dresses in soft, fresh colors like lotus root pink, light blue, and pale yellow, flowing gracefully, perfectly matching her seemingly harmless facade. However, closer inspection revealed hidden secrets. The embroidery on the cuffs and hem might depict cold, hard bamboo joints or sharp, dark patterns. The seemingly gentle jade hairpin in her hair had a cold, sharp tip. Beneath the sweet coating lay the sharp edge of revenge. This design, with its extreme contrast between outward gentleness and inner strength, made every smile she showed even more dramatic. Zhang Haozhen's Wei Kongji, on the other hand, was a walking aesthetic of repression. His entrance, devoid of dialogue, was a silent declaration emanating from his dark brocade robe. The deep black, crimson, and indigo, these heavy, almost impenetrable colors weighed heavily on him, contrasting sharply with his pale face, as if draping the entire palace's shadow over his shoulders. The fabric was crisp, the embroidery ornate yet somber, each step carrying a chilling wind. He needed no deliberate effort to project an aura, simply standing still, his solitary, sinister, and commanding presence was palpable, perfectly embodying the phrase "the chess player in the night." When the two were together, it was an ultimate aesthetic clash and chemical reaction. She was like the most delicate flower under the warm March sun, he like the most silent reef in the cold midnight pool. One warm, one cold, one bright, one dark, one light, one heavy. Even static images were overflowing with a sense of story, not to mention the subtle undercurrents in their gazes. Every second was an art piece worthy of being captured and savored. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.